What's up guys, it's Daryl Nathan from Twin Genetics, just in the car park now. It's the same old shit from us, sat in the car like retards. Just ready to film a workout. We're going to do chest and shoulders today. I've done chest and shoulders. No, I've done chest and shoulders already this week. I did it on Tuesday, so you find I've usually been training chest and shoulders twice a week anyway. So me and Nathan haven't trained chest and shoulders together for a while, so that's what we're going to do today. You know, the sun's shining. It's probably the last day of summer. To be honest, I'm probably well into my bulk already. Fat, swole. I'm joining Nathan's club here. But yeah, that's what we're going to do today. Film a workout. Hopefully it's good. We'll get more than 35 views this time, do you reckon?
135 views. Well,
no, I said 35.
Oh, hopefully more than 35. But yeah, I thought for some reason we did upload a shoulder and chest session, but we obviously haven't. But yeah, we want to smash this today and try and get the ball rolling on a decent bulk this year, because I was shit last year in my bulk, and to be fair, I upped my game when I was cutting, but in reality, when I was bulking, it was pretty garbage, to be honest with you.
Yeah, no, we're just laughing at a guy there chatting to get angry with himself. He's not actually walking with anyone. He's some strange people in our gym.
And that guy got a cracking tattoo. He's got a big number 9 on his calf. It looks absolutely dreadful.
He's currently having an argument with himself, honestly, on the way across the car park. But yeah, anyway, no, we're here just like I said, sat in the car as usual. We're going to smash this workout. I'm quite back enjoying my training now. Whereas the cut, literally, I was at the end of my tether with it at the end. It was just so, you know, I didn't even get that lean. I got lean as I probably could, unless I was going to be competing. But I didn't want to get any leaner because I just looked like a garden rake, and I just looked shocking. And no, I just.
You get to a point anyway, you see physically the gym don't become enjoyable, like your diet don't become enjoyable, then you end up falling off the wagon anyway, because you're like, oh fuck it, October's or no, September's here, the end of September's here, October's next month, it's Halloween, let's get into the swing of things and start eating loads of shit, and before you know it, you've fucked right up, and then you put on loads of weight like me already.
Well, the thing I said to Nathan, you start doing is just do like I say to people, do healthy eating all week, and then on a Saturday evening just eat what you want. Eat as much and as what you want, and that way, especially in the bulk, that's fine. But obviously when you're cutting, the cheat meal's got to be less frequent. But you know, I think the you know, eating 6 days a week healthy, then most of the 7th day, and then in the evening on a Saturday, just have what you want. Go out for a pizza, go out for a few beers, or you know, have a curry or something. It's just stuff like that. It makes it easier for the diet, and you don't feel so bad afterwards either. And you know, if you constantly going out during the week for burgers, and you go out on the weekend for pizza, then Sunday you feel bad because it's Monday tomorrow or something, and God, the world owes you some ice cream. The world doesn't owe you fucking anything. You know, you're in charge of your diet. I seen some woman in a wheelchair in Aldi yesterday saying how she lost a stone at Weight Watchers, and I felt like saying, get out your fucking wheelchair, because she wasn't disabled at all. So get out your wheelchair and do some walking, because it wasn't an official wheelchair, it was one of those lazy ones where you wheel around the shop on. So, you know, she's doing her shopping in it's not a wheelchair, it's a mobility scooter. And she's in a mobility scooter going around the shop, and she's fine, because I seen her get out of it and walk around the shop. So she said, oh, I lost a stone last time I was at Weight Watchers. I was like, no, you lose a stone if you get out of your shopping trolley thing and start walking around the shop to pick up your fucking beans. Do you know what I mean? It's just lazy. It just annoys me. He just makes so many excuses for why they're in such poor shape. But no, like I said, we're going to smash this workout now.
We did the legs yesterday as well, didn't we? And
yeah,
my legs are pretty sore, to be honest with you. But that's
Nathan hasn't done a big boy leg session in a while.
I haven't done I'll not say a proper leg session, but I haven't done a decent leg session with Daryl and Asia. We done it yesterday, so my legs are pretty tender today. But obviously, normally it's the 2 days after you train are normally the worst. So I'm just not looking forward to tomorrow, to be fair with you. But yeah, we're just gonna smash this workout now, and then.
By the way, no wheelchair users were offended during this video. For people who use mobility scooters and they don't need it. So before anyone starts coming on, oh, you been mean to people in wheelchairs? No, I haven't. I'm in a mobility scooter. I got my facts wrong, so be quiet about it.
Yeah. So we'll catch you after the workout.
Oh, what's up, guys? This is Daryl with your commentary over the top. Here we started with face pulls. This is for your rear delts. Usually I use this for a warm-up, especially when I'm doing delts and chest. I do this quite often, usually 2 or 3 times a week, just to get the blood flow into the rear delt and the rotator cuff. I find this prevent any pain and stuff in my rotator cuff. So what you really want to do here is go to a cable machine, get the rope. You do this with a bar, but with the rope you can extend your palms of your hands further back past your face, so it works pretty well. So take the rope on the cables. You want to pull the weight directly towards you. I have the cable slightly higher, some people have it slightly lower than your face, but I find it targets my rear delts better with the cable slightly higher. You don't want to have too much heavy weight on this. You really want to contract when you pull backwards. So when you pull back, you want to separate the rope around your face, hence the term face pull, and then squeeze at the back and you should feel the rear delts with a pretty good burn. The second exercise of the warm-up is for chest. This is a cable fly. What you want to do, you want to set the machine up to around shoulder height and then do your traditional fly in front of you, connecting your hands at the tip of the exercise, and then as you come down you want to stretch out but not stretch too far. Make sure it's in a controlled motion. We're not breaking any backs here, we're just getting the blood into the muscle and stretching the muscle out ready for the heavy compound movements. So the first heavy compound movement we did for this workout was a slight decline dumbbell press. I say decline because the Matrix benches here, they offer the slight decline ever so slightly, a few degrees backwards. What you want to concentrate on here is you obviously flick the dumbbells up with your thighs. Your starting position's at the top with the weights resting together. You want to go down until the top of your arm and your forearm create a 90-degree angle. Essentially the dumbbells will be by the side of your chest. As you come to the top and the weights come together, you want to squeeze your chest for a second, and then you want to control the weight all the way back down and repeat the process. For this you want to aim for an 8 to 12 rep range. Try and do a progressive overload with the weights, so start with say 30s, this is just an example of weights, and then work all the way up to 40s, maybe 42s, ranging from your 12 reps to 8 reps. Anything really below 6 reps you shouldn't really lower the weight. The weight is going to be too heavy for you. Sometimes it's good to do a couple of sets for 5 or 6 reps, but progressive overload, in my opinion, works a lot better than kind of powerlifting. I'm a bodybuilder, not a powerlifter, and I want to develop my chest, not lift more weight. So yeah, that's my best advice on that. So the first exercise for shoulders, really, that was heavy, was the Smith Machine shoulder press. This is a pretty straightforward exercise. Set the bench up in the upright position. Have the bar so it barely brushes your nose on the way down. Obviously your starting position will be where the bar is well above your head. De-rack the weight, lower the bar in a controlled manner. You want to aim for between your nose and your chin area, depending on what's comfortable for you. We just lost the camera there in that part of the clip. Luckily it was okay, it was hanging on by the thread. The Joby tripod saved us there, so it was all good, the camera, nothing happened. Luckily would have been 400 or 500 pounds down the drain, but no, like I said, it's a really good exercise this. You want to really control the weight as it comes down. It's really good to have a spotter on this because the weight's only going in one direction. If you compare this to a standing shoulder press with a bar, you can kind of use a bit more of your body and a bit more momentum to try and get the weight up. With this, because you're seated and the weight is only going in one direction, when you are struggling you can literally get planted and the weight can become pretty stuck. So spotter's always good on this one. You don't want to go too mental with the weight, but obviously heavy enough to feel the burn and actually work the muscle. One more important thing I didn't really mention was your grip width. You kind of want to go just outside shoulder width apart, or maybe shoulder width apart. If you go too wide, as the weight gets to the bottom, it's really hard to push back out and the weight back up again. So yeah, bear in mind, look where my hand position is at the minute, it's just slightly outside of shoulder width apart. And yeah, that's what you're going to get, is a pretty good pump on that, to be fair. The second exercise we did for chest was the incline bench press. We didn't go up 2 notches on the bench, we went up 1 and then we slid 2 little plates underneath. I find with the second notch is a bit steep and it kind of wears on my rotator cuff. It might be good for other people, but for me it doesn't really work out. But no, it was steep enough to get contraction on the upper chest. What you want to lay on the bench with your feet flat on the ground, with a slight arch in your back, so kind of shoulder blades rest firmly on the bench. Lower the weight off the rack. You want to come about 1 inch off of your chest. You don't want to be bouncing off your chest like you see on some people doing. That's not really ideal. I don't think the weight is in control, in my opinion. Lower the weight. When you're about 1 inch off your chest, go back up in the same direction, keeping your upper arm and your forearm around 90 degrees as you hit the bottom, and then squeeze as you may hit the top of the exercise. For the second exercise on shoulders, we did shoulder superset. Lateral raises standing and lateral raises seated. For the standing lateral raise, stand with the dumbbells in front of you, perpendicular to your torso. Slowly lift the weights outwards to your sides, up to around the shoulder level mark. Once you feel the contraction, slowly lower the weight back down to your starting position. As a little tip, you want to try and keep your palm slightly tilted forward so that your pinky finger is slightly higher than your thumb. This will prevent any rotator cuff issues and any impingement on your rotator cuffs. For the seated lateral raise, it's the same form, but you can keep it a bit stricter as you don't have the rest of your body kind of swaying the weight upwards. This is the final exercise for chest. There's a bent over cable fly on the high cables. Position the dual cables a few notches from the top. You want to bend forward just shy of parallel to the floor, or 90 degrees to the floor. With a slight bend in your elbows, you want to let your arms extend out so you feel a great stretch in your chest. Once you feel the stretch on the outward motion, you want to clamp your hands back in together, meet the cable handles back in the middle, and as you do this you want to squeeze as your fists meet, and then you want to repeat the same technique, allowing your arms to come out and then squeeze as you come back in. As I've previously said on other exercises, you don't want to be killing yourself here. It's really just to finish off the muscle, get deep into the muscle fibers. Like I said, keep the weight pretty light, keep the reps quite high. It's a finishing exercise. Do 3 to 4 sets, 12 to 15, and really get the contraction and the squeeze going, and really finish the muscle off. To finish off the workout, we did a superset. It was a trap and front delt superset. We started with an upright row and then went on to a front plate raise. For the upright row, you want your grip slightly inside of your shoulder width apart. You want to lift the weights upwards towards your chin. This means your elbows will be going from by your side to shoulder height. Your elbows should always be higher than your forearms, and squeeze your traps at the top. And once you feel the contraction, lower the weight back down to your original starting position. And to finish off the superset, we did a front delt plate raise. Grab a barbell plate with both hands, hold your one hand at 3 o'clock and the other at 9 o'clock positions. Your palms are facing each other and should be extended and locked with a slight bend in your elbow. Extend the plate upwards so your arms are parallel with the floor. Once you feel the squeeze at the top, lower the weight back down to your original position and repeat the process. And that concludes the commentary for this video.
What's up guys, just smashed shoulders and chest. My deltas are not popping. Nate's got fat arms at the moment.
They're never fucking popping, it's his shit roof.
Yeah, no, we just smashed the workout, did chest and shoulders, 3 exercises on each really. It's quite high volume. It's quite a good way of doing it because I found that I was nailing chest doing 5 or 6 exercises and I was getting like really bad rotator cuff issues, so I've dumbed it down to like kind of splitting the 2 workouts together, so doing 3 exercises for chest, 3 exercises for shoulders on like a Monday, and on a Friday or a Saturday I'll do that again and then repeat that. But I think it's working pretty well for us, and in fact the development of my chest is coming on. Strength was pretty good today. Like when I was cutting, I was literally struggling with the 36s on chest, and I did
pack dance.
Yeah, I do the pack dance. I'm popping, do the pack dance. I do. I was actually today I just did the 42s, and it didn't even seem that heavy. So I'm hoping by the end of the bulk I can get near like the 46s or something. Maybe even get the pledge out and polish off the 50s. But I'll see what happens with that.
Yeah, you always know, don't you, when you've done a good chest session, when you run down the stairs, it feels like you're a pair of tits.
Yeah. When you're bigger tits than your missus, that's when you're gonna worry. No, no, it was a good workout. You know, just sipping on some post-workout shake now.
I know I've mentioned before about Home Bargains, but to be fair, I thought I'd go ahead. It wasn't really a case of just try it because it was in Home Bargains. I did try just because it was in Home Bargains, but the thing is it was USN, so I thought I'd give it a go. So this USN whey, I think it was like 14 quid for, there's like 32 servings in there. Each serving's got 2.6 grams of fat, 20 grams of protein, and only 3 grams of carbs in each serving. And it tastes, to be fair, it doesn't taste much better than my protein.
I'm currently with vegan protein from, no, I'm not vegan, no, fuck the hippie stuff, no. I'm not going to eat drink that shit. I do want to try vegan protein one day because, not because I want to go vegan, I like meat too much and that, but the whey protein, I find if I have more than 2 scoops a day, which I generally don't, but if I have 2 big portions of whey a day, I don't know, and maybe a bit of milk, in my gut ain't right. Yeah, shitting through the eye of a needle. But no, it's you know, it's the way things are. You know, I'm not going to go to vegan protein until I finished all my whey because I have a big sack of it. But no,
so that's a first shot.
You need to stop giving all these secrets away on where to get the protein. I've got a new pre-workout which is USN as well.
That was Home Bargains as well.
And Nate bought it for my birthday. I don't really need pre-workout too much in the bulk because I'm full of calories and stuff. But now and then when you're like can't be fucked. Like the other day I was going to do legs and I felt shock and had some pre-workout. I felt decent in the end. So
especially on a Saturday, isn't it? You always feel like a bit sluggish towards the end of the week, especially after our leg session yesterday as well.
Yeah, I'm not masturbating. I'm shaking my shaking my protein. But no, it was a good session. Hope you guys enjoy the video. I'll be doing a commentary over the top because the last time we tried to do a kind of a tutorial as we were going, the music was way too loud in the previous gym we went to.
Yeah, kind of ruined
I've just edited that video and it's really hard to try and hear some of the stuff, so I've had to kind of do a commentary over the top of that. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. We're going to do a big cheat day pretty soon, so that'll be uploaded on the channel. People seem to like watch us eating more than our training, so that says something about us, doesn't it, really? So.
I think you started eating channel.
My eating channel. Yeah, I'll start eating channel. Nate's already started his good way content for eating channel. You know, he's fat swole at the minute, but no, thank you guys for tuning in. Don't forget to hit the like button, and if you can subscribe, that would, like, you know, mean the world to us. But you know, I'll catch you guys in the next video.